This video is intended for an age group of 13 and above. This video will not appeal to younger audiences. Those of you under this age range, please ask a parent or guardian before watching this video. Hey guys, it's ND Media. I'm bringing to you today a very special urban exploration video. It is about these two abandoned trains that are in between the Orange Line stations, Community College and Sullivan Square. In this video I will be giving you a bit of backstory behind how the trains got there, and a little bit about their history. So without further ado, let us begin. So it was back in the late 1950s, the Boston and Maine Company needed new rail cars, and they decided to order around 89 Budd RDC cars to be used on the commuter rail lines. The main reason why they decided to choose Budd as the main supplier of these cars was because the RDC that they were producing at the time was built in a specific way. Unlike traditional rail cars, the RDC had a diesel engine located underneath the cab, which meant that there would be more room for passengers inside the main cab. The interior seating would be larger since the engine would take up less space. The maximum seating of one of these cars was around 50 people. These new trains were then used on the lines that Boston and Maine owned. But on August 3rd, 1964, the Massachusetts Bay Transportation Authority, or MBTA, was formed. This was an expansion of the MTA, which was responsible for handling all the subway systems and local bus routes within downtown Boston and some other local towns outside of it. The reason why Boston decided to merge and create the MBTA was to unify all public transportation modes within Boston and also to expand suburban commuter rail operations. So in December of 1964, the MBTA and Boston and Maine reached an agreement for the MBTA to subsidize all in-district services. This was within about 20 miles or 32 kilometers of Boston. So the RDCs went under minor renovations, and mainly with a new paint scheme and a branding removal from mainly the Boston and Maine logos. And then the RDCs were used on these new commuter rail lines until around 1985. In 1973, the MBTA ordered brand new GDM locomotives, which were being ordered and tested throughout the early to mid-70s. They also ordered around 58 brand new coach cars, which were made by Pullman Standard. This choice was made to replace the aging fleet of RDCs, which were becoming a bit dated at that point. So the entire fleet of RDCs were shipped off to scrapyards, and some were shipped off to museums to be preserved since they were considered vintage at that point. So now we get to the present day. Cars number 6213 and 6214 were not moved to a scrapyard, however. They were only moved off onto a freight line that was being used by Boston Sand and Gravel. And they were kind of just left there. They've been sitting there for around 40 years, completely abandoned and vandalized beyond belief. By the time me and my friends went to explore them, they were completely destroyed. The walls were destroyed, graffiti everywhere, seats were torn up, the roof was starting to cave in, and that was really overall what the physical state of it was. On the undercarriage where the engine was, both engines were gone, or at least most valuable parts of the engines were gone, and yeah, that's really it. When my friends and I explored this, halfway through recording this urban exploration video, we found a homeless guy's bed set up in car number 6214.
Oh shit, this is a bed. Someone's sleeping in here.
Yo, let's get out of here then.
So we decided to kind of wrap it up quickly, which is why there's not so much footage, but we did the best we could. So anyway, I really hope you guys enjoyed this little history lesson and urban exploration video. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Follow me on Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook. As always, I will see you in the next one. Bye-bye!